Okay, so we're here at Riot Springs for day 3. So all this white powder is calcium carbonate, also known as chalk or Epsom. You can see all these dense bacteria mats. And day 2's video was pretty short. Now yesterday we sadly couldn't stargate due to a storm. So today we might be able. Sky's looking good. We're getting hit by a lot of sulfur. Even with our own eyes, we can barely see any sulfur. And yet this steam smells boring. Let's move on to the other stuff. So we are here at Canary Springs. This is probably the weirdest looking place we've ever seen. If we look over here, this looks like a lot of calcium carbonate. I don't know why it's closed, but it looks so weird. And then if we look down here, see all these bacteria mats and the actual hot springs. It's probably nicer if we move on to the next one. See you in the next clip. So we are here at I don't know what this place is. I mean, I know we're in Mammoth Hot Spring, but I don't know what spring this is. But this just looks weird. Everything here at Yellowstone just feels unnatural, you know. I mean, this is like one of those like fancy fountains I've seen. Yeah, it just feels like something from Avatar. You see, we have all these mini waterfalls, and also look at the dripstone is crazy. It just looks like you could like take steps and steps. Yes, it up to the top. Yeah, feels like it's man-made almost. Yeah. I know you guys want to see this more, but I'll put a time lapse and we should probably move on. This is the life it's meant to be. Feel the warmth of the night, glowing bright, heart so light, every breath, every smile, in this moment we go on. Okay. So you see, we're here in the Mammoth Hot Spring Museum. Now you see, I'm not going to say all of it, but this is an important part of it. So first of all, we have this little case for where they keep all their stuff. They also have a cup, for some reason, a fork and a knife. I mean, you know, fancy dining. What looks like to be a very painful belt. Sonola, aka tag polish, looks like it's for wood. This toothbrush, tooth powder, which dentists will not recommend, I promise you, that will grind your teeth down to the last inch. Not even, it's like centimeter. Then we have a gasket or not a gasket, like a container to put water. And then someone named Army Scout Harry Trinsman's diary. Why did they put a diary? Yeah, I know. Okay, so here we have a grizzly bear because the animals in Yellowstone here are wild, as the thing says. That was such a coincidence. And these bears are incredibly fast. So let's see what to do and what to not do. Also, by the way, you need to stay at least 100 yards from them at all times. If you're wondering, that is 8 school buses. So here's what to do and what to not do. 1, stay alert, so watch out for bears. 2, never run from a bear. Bears have a strong instinct to chase. If you run, they're gonna run. If you don't, they're gonna walk. So make noise in areas of limited visibility. So they don't really like noise, and plus, since they can't see you, they're gonna be even more annoying. If a bear charges you, stand your ground and use your bear spray. Bear spray contains a strong amount of capsaicin, which is 60 million scope per unit. So spray that in their eyes and they're not going to have a good day. And hike in groups of 3 or more. Carry bear spray and know how to use it, as I explained last time. So let's move on to the next one. Guys, we found it. This is the sulfur and we were correct. Just as it's thus today, the strong odor of sulfur rose from the geyser basin. I've eaten things here in the geysers and the hot springs. But you see, once per Yellowstone, expedition parties discover large, expansive silica cinder. Cinder is the stuff that grows here from the geysers and the hot springs. You can see all these layers, and then we have a good piece of sulfur. And if this were to leak one bit, it would stink. So see you in the next one. So as I explained yesterday, obsidian is a very soft volcanic glass. So using obsidian, these native people, I'm using my sandal to point. These native people use obsidian and these stones to create these sphere points. These are incredibly powerful and sharp. So if you were to throw these at an animal, they would be dead for sure. Okay, so here we have some of the geysers and hot springs of here in Pallet Springs, and we have this slider that will show you the heat taken from an infrared camera. And since the more heat there is, the more infrared is released. We can technically use a key like this to see just how hot it is. The hottest that it can detect is 140, which is the red. That is enough to give you like a 30-degree burn and a guaranteed second-degree burn. So this is the infrared. Most of this is blue, so around the 40-degree temperature. But then here we have like the green, so around 60, 70, 80, 90, so around the human body temperature. But then once we get to the yellow, we get to 100, 110, a good hot tub temperature. But then up here is the 140s. So you see some of these pools are so acidic that it can melt boots from yesterday. And not even yesterday, two days ago. And that it can also, and that this can give you burns, as I just said. So that is dangerous. So let's go on.
Hi guys, this is at Roosevelt Ark. We are right now out of Yellowstone. What's so special about this place is that this right here is the first ever passageway into Yellowstone. So once we cross that passageway right there, we would be in Yellowstone. So I'll show you guys a little bit around in the passageway right here. So you guys can see right here.
We're in the border right now.
Yeah. And then once we cross it, we are officially in Yellowstone, and you guys can see this nice view. So
Take you in.